Welcome to Smart English Coach Podcast.
Let's improve your fluency together, one real conversation at a time.
Okay, quick question, and I want you to really think about this.
Uh-oh, every time you say quick question, it's never actually quick.
Fair point. But seriously, have you ever walked into a coffee shop, sat down, and just listened? Like, really listened to the conversations around you?
Oh, absolutely. I do that all the time, actually.
It's fascinating, right? Because a coffee shop is honestly one of the best places to hear real, natural English. The way people talk to the barista, the way friends chat, the way someone is on a phone call in the corner trying to sound professional but clearly panicking.
Oh, yes, I've seen that person. We've all seen that person.
Exactly. And today, that's what we're doing. We're going to take you inside a real coffee shop conversation. From the moment you walk through that door to the moment you leave with your oat milk latte.
And if you're an English learner listening to this right now, whether you're on your commute, in your kitchen, at the gym, this episode is for you. Because by the end of this, you're going to understand real conversations the way native speakers actually have them.
Not textbook English, not hello, how do you do English.
Real, alive, messy, beautiful English.
Stick with us. You're going to love this one.
All right, so let's set the scene. It's a Tuesday morning. You've just pushed open the door of your favorite coffee shop. What do you notice first?
The smell. Always the smell first. That rich, warm, slightly smoky smell of freshly ground coffee beans. It just hits you.
Right, and there's that lovely expression, it hits you. Native speakers use this all the time. It doesn't mean something hurts you. It means something reaches you suddenly and strongly.
Like when a song hits you in the heart.
Or when the bill at the end of the month hits you in the wallet.
Yes, exactly that. Very relatable. So you walk in, you smell the coffee, and then what?
You look around. You scope out the place, find a good seat.
Oh, I love that phrase, scope out. To scope something out means to look around and survey a place, usually to decide if it's good or find what you're looking for.
Like, I'm going to scope out the menu before I decide.
Or let me scope out a table near the window. It's very natural and very common in American English especially.
So you've scoped out the place, now you have to order. And this is where things get interesting for English learners.
Right, because ordering coffee in an English-speaking coffee shop is not as simple as it sounds, especially somewhere like a Starbucks or a specialty cafe.
The vocabulary is almost its own language. You've got your short, tall, grande, venti.
Which don't even mean what they're supposed to mean. Tall is small, grande is medium, venti is large. It's chaos.
It really is. But let's listen to a typical ordering conversation. Imagine you walk up to the counter.
Hi there. Can I get a large oat milk latte, please? Iced. And can you make it with 2 shots of espresso?
Of course. Do you want any syrups in that? We've got vanilla, hazelnut, caramel.
Ooh, actually, can I get just a little bit of vanilla, like half a pump?
Sure. And a name for the order?
Michael.
Great. That'll be about 5 minutes. We'll call you when it's ready.
Simple, right? But there's so much useful language packed into that tiny conversation.
Let's unpack it. First, can I get? This is the most natural way to order something in English. Not I want, not give me, which sounds a bit rude, but can I get?
You'll hear this everywhere. Can I get a table for 2? Can I get the check? Can I get extra napkins?
And then there was, ooh, actually, which is such a natural filler. When you suddenly change your mind or add something, you say actually to signal that small change.
Native speakers use actually a lot. Not to say something surprising, just to gently introduce a different thought. It softens the change.
So instead of sounding abrupt like no vanilla, half pump, you say, ooh, actually, can I get just a little vanilla? It sounds more polite, more natural.
And a name for the order? That's something you'll hear in any busy cafe. They write your name on the cup or call it out when your drink is ready. Such a simple concept, but learners sometimes don't know what to expect.
Now here's something I love. The barista said that'll be about 5 minutes. She didn't say that will be exactly 5 minutes. She said about 5 minutes. That little word about is used all the time to soften estimates.
Right. It's about a 10-minute walk. It costs about $20. I've been learning English for about 3 years. It's everywhere.
Okay, so your order is in, you're waiting, you found a seat. And here's where the real coffee shop magic happens. Small talk.
Oh, small talk. The thing that terrifies so many English learners.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because learners feel pressure to say something smart or interesting. But small talk isn't about that at all. Small talk is about connection. It's about warmth. It's about filling a moment with something human.
I like that. Filling a moment with something human. That's beautiful.
See, I can be poetic sometimes.
Sometimes. So what does small talk actually look like in a coffee shop?
Well, it could be as simple as this. Imagine two strangers are waiting for their orders. One person looks at the board. Have you tried their seasonal menu? I keep seeing that pumpkin spice thing everywhere.
Oh gosh, I tried it last week. It's actually really good. I wasn't expecting much, honestly.
Right. I always assume those seasonal drinks are just a gimmick, you know?
Totally. But this one surprised me. You should give it a shot.
Maybe I will. Thanks for the tip.
See how easy that was? No pressure, no deep topic, just a simple, real human exchange.
And it's full of useful expressions. I wasn't expecting much. This is a great phrase when something surprises you positively.
It implies your expectations were low, but the reality was better. I wasn't expecting much from the movie, but it was actually brilliant.
Then there was a gimmick. A gimmick is something that seems like a trick or a marketing strategy, not really genuine. Like it exists just to attract attention, not because it's actually good.
Seasonal flavors are just a gimmick. That restaurant's Instagrammable desserts are a gimmick.
And then you should give it a shot. This one is so useful. To give something a shot means to try it.
Not literally a shot like in coffee. Well, it could be actually. That's a fun overlap.
True. In coffee, a shot means a small, strong serving of espresso. But give it a shot in conversation means give it a try. I've never tried yoga, but I might give it a shot.
And thanks for the tip. A tip here means a piece of useful advice, not money. Although in a coffee shop, tips mean both things.
Great tip about tips.
Ugh, that was terrible.
I know. I'm not sorry.
Okay, now let's say you're meeting a friend at the coffee shop. This is probably the most common coffee shop scenario for English learners to practice. Catching up with someone you haven't seen in a while.
Yes, and catching up, that's a lovely phrasal verb. To catch up with someone means to have a conversation to share news and updates after time apart.
I haven't seen you in ages. We need to catch up.
Let's grab a coffee and catch up this weekend.
Perfect. So your friend walks in, they're a few minutes late. What's the first thing that happens?
They apologize, obviously, because being late for coffee, it's practically a social crime.
Okay, let's do this conversation. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. The traffic was absolutely insane. I kept thinking I'd make it on time and then nope.
Don't even worry about it. I've only been here like 10 minutes. I grabbed this a table near the window. Hope that's okay.
Oh, perfect. I love sitting by the window. So much better for people watching.
Right? It's basically free entertainment.
Exactly. Okay, what are you getting? I haven't even looked at the menu yet.
I already ordered, actually. I got my usual, flat white, no sugar. But go ahead, take your time.
Ooh, I'm torn between the chai latte and the matcha. I've been trying to cut back on coffee lately.
Really? Since when?
Since I started getting heart palpitations at 2 in the afternoon, my body basically staged a protest.
Your body staged a protest. I love that.
Okay, so much good language in there. Let's slow down and dig in.
First, the traffic was absolutely insane. Native speakers use absolutely before adjectives to make them stronger. Not very insane. Absolutely insane. You can also say absolutely exhausted, absolutely freezing, absolutely stunning.
It works best with extreme or strong adjectives. Another one is utterly. I was utterly confused.
Then there was, don't even worry about it. This is how native speakers say it's okay. Very casual, very warm. Don't even worry about it dismisses the apology in the friendliest possible way.
If you just say it's okay, it can sometimes sound a little cold, like you're not quite sure if it's really okay. But don't even worry about it. Sounds genuinely relaxed.
I also love people watching. This is an actual English word. It means the activity of sitting in a public place and watching strangers as they walk by. It's a hobby. People do it on purpose.
I love people watching at airports. Coffee shops are great for people watching. It's oddly relaxing.
And I'm torn between. Oh, this is essential. To be torn between two things means you can't decide because both options appeal to you.
I'm torn between getting the pasta or the salad. I'm torn between staying home and going out. It shows genuine indecision without sounding confused.
And then, I've been trying to cut back on coffee. To cut back on something means to reduce it. Not stop completely, just reduce.
I'm cutting back on sugar. He's trying to cut back on screen time. It's a really common and practical phrase.
And finally, my body staged a protest.
This is a funny, creative way of saying her body was reacting negatively. Native speakers love using figurative language like this to be humorous. My brain went on strike. My wallet cried.
These aren't fixed idioms, they're creative expressions. And when you understand this kind of language, your English starts to feel much more alive.
Okay, so drinks have arrived, you're settled in, and now the conversation gets more interesting, because this is where coffee shop talks go deep.
Coffee has this magical power to make people open up, don't you think?
It really does. There's something about sitting across from someone with a warm cup in your hands that makes you want to be honest.
Let's listen to our friends continue their conversation. They've ordered, they're settled, and now they start talking about something real. So honestly, how are you doing? Like actually doing, not the Instagram version.
The Instagram version. Fair. Honestly, it's been a mixed bag lately.
What do you mean?
Like, work is going really well. I got promoted last month, which is great. But at the same time, I feel like I'm constantly running on empty. You know that feeling?
Oh, I know it all too well. What's been draining you?
I think it's just the pace. Everything is moving so fast, and I keep telling myself I'll slow down when things calm down at work, but they never do. So I keep pushing through, and then I wake up one day and I realize I haven't actually rested in weeks.
Yeah, that's the trap, isn't it? The I'll rest later trap.
Exactly. And what about you? You seemed a bit off last time we spoke.
Did I? Yeah, I was going through a rough patch, but honestly, I think I've turned a corner. I started therapy, which honestly was the best decision I've made in years.
Really? Good for you. I've always been curious about it, but never taken the leap.
You should give it a shot. Seriously. It's not what people think. It's not lying on a couch talking about your childhood. Well, maybe a little, but mostly it's just learning how to understand yourself better.
I might actually look into that. I feel like I've been stuck in my own head a lot lately.
That's exactly when it helps the most.
Wow, real talk over coffee. I love it.
And that's what coffee conversations are, right? That's their whole vibe. They start light, and then somehow by the second cup, you're talking about therapy and burnout.
Let's break down some brilliant phrases from that conversation, starting with a mixed bag. A mixed bag means a situation that has both good and bad elements. It's neither purely positive nor purely negative.
How was your trip? Honestly, it was a mixed bag. The weather was terrible, but the food was amazing.
Then, running on empty. This is a beautiful idiom. It comes from cars. When the fuel tank is empty, the car has nothing left to run on. For people, it means feeling completely exhausted with no energy reserves left.
I've been running on empty all week. It's vivid, relatable, and very natural.
Draining you. To drain someone means to exhaust them emotionally or physically. That meeting was so draining. Dealing with that situation drains me.
Then there was a rough patch. A rough patch is a difficult period of time. Not a crisis necessarily, just a hard stretch.
She's going through a rough patch in her relationship. We hit a rough patch at work, but things are better now. Rough originally means uneven or difficult physically, but here it's metaphorical.
Turned a corner. This is one of my favorites. To turn a corner means to pass the worst point of a difficult situation and start improving.
He was really sick, but I think he's turned a corner. The company turned a corner after hiring a new director. It implies forward movement, like literally turning around a corner and seeing a new path.
And take the leap. To take the leap means to make a bold or scary decision, to do something that feels risky but necessary.
I finally took the leap and quit my job to start my own business. She took the leap and moved to a new city alone.
And finally, stuck in my own head. This means overthinking, being caught up in your own thoughts, often in a way that stops you from functioning well or being present.
I've been so stuck in my own head lately.
It's very commonly used in casual, honest conversation. Very human.
Okay, let's shift gears. Because not everyone in a coffee shop is having heart-to-hearts with their best friends. Some people are there to work.
The laptop people.
The laptop people, with their headphones and their half-finished coffees that went cold an hour ago.
That used to be me, honestly. I had this phase where I'd go to the coffee shop every morning with my laptop, and I'd feel so productive just by sitting there.
Did you actually get work done?
About 40% of the time. The other 60%, I was eavesdropping on conversations.
For English learning purposes.
Purely educational.
Right. So let's imagine a work conversation in a coffee shop. Two colleagues meet up to discuss a project.
Okay, so I pulled up the report. The numbers look decent, but I think there are a few things we need to iron out before we present to the client.
Agreed. I flagged a few things myself. Should we just go through it section by section?
Yeah, let's do that. But first, can I just say, I think we've been overcomplicating this whole thing. The client doesn't need all of this detail. They want the big picture.
You know what? You might be right. We've been so in the weeds that we lost sight of what they actually asked for.
Exactly. Let's strip it back. Keep it clean, keep it clear.
I like that. Okay, strip it back. Let's start with the summary slide. That's where most clients check out if we lose them.
Agreed. We need to hook them in the first 30 seconds.
Business English, real business English, so different from what you learn in a textbook.
Let's go through it. Iron out, a brilliant phrasal verb. To iron out means to resolve or smooth over problems or complications, like ironing a wrinkled shirt.
We need to iron out a few details before we move forward. Let's iron out any misunderstandings.
I flagged a few things. To flag something means to draw attention to it, to highlight it as important or worth discussing.
Can you flag anything that seems unclear? She flagged some concerns in the meeting. Very professional, very natural.
Then, the big picture. This is a classic expression. The big picture means the overall view of a situation, not the small details. When someone says focus on the big picture, they mean don't get lost in details. Keep the main goal in mind.
Stop worrying about small things. Look at the big picture.
In the weeds. This is a great one. To be in the weeds means to be so deep in the details that you've lost perspective. You're buried in complexity.
We've been so in the weeds with this project that we forgot the deadline. Very vivid image. Imagine being actually lost in tall weeds and not being able to see clearly.
Strip it back. To strip something back means to simplify it. Remove everything unnecessary. Go back to basics.
Let's strip it back and focus on what really matters. It has this elegant, decisive quality.
And check out. In this context, it doesn't mean leave the hotel. It means to lose attention or interest. The audience checked out during the third slide.
If you don't engage people quickly, they check out. It's the mental equivalent of leaving the room. Okay, let's talk about something really fun. Those overheard conversations that you catch fragments of in a coffee shop.
Oh, yes. The best accidental entertainment. You're just sitting there reading and suddenly,
You're fully invested in a stranger's life.
completely invested. You don't even know their name, but you're emotionally involved.
Let's recreate one of those. A conversation you might catch bits and pieces of from the table next to you.
And I said to him, if you think I'm going to just sit there and pretend that's okay, you've got another thing coming.
No way. What did he say?
Nothing. He just shrugged, like it was nothing.
That is so like him, though. He always does that.
I know. And the thing is, I bent over backwards for that man for years. And the one time I need him to step up,
He drops the ball.
he completely drops the ball. And I'm done making excuses for him, honestly. I'm absolutely done.
I am so invested in that couple's drama, and I don't even know who they are.
I know, that's the magic of coffee shop conversations, but also so many idioms. Let's break them down because they're all very common.
You've got another thing coming. This means you're very wrong if you think that. It's used when someone underestimates you or has unrealistic expectations.
If he thinks I'll stay late again without extra pay, he's got another thing coming. It has a bit of an edge to it, a warning.
That is so like him. This is used when someone's behavior is completely predictable and consistent with who they are, usually in a frustrated or slightly exasperated way.
She forgot the meeting again. That is so like her.
Bend over backwards. To bend over backwards for someone means to try extremely hard to help them, often going well beyond what's expected.
I've been bending over backwards to make her happy, and she doesn't even appreciate it. Very common in emotional conversations.
Step up. To step up means to take responsibility, to rise to a challenge, to do what is needed.
When things got hard, she really stepped up. Or in the negative, he failed to step up when it mattered most.
And drop the ball. To drop the ball means to make a mistake, to fail to do what was expected of you, especially at an important moment.
Like dropping a ball you were supposed to catch. The team dropped the ball on the marketing campaign.
And finally, I'm done. This is the colloquial, emotional way of saying I've reached my limit. I'm finished tolerating this. Very commonly used in frustrated or emotional conversations.
I'm done with this job. I'm done pretending everything is fine. It's short, sharp, and very expressive.
Okay, the conversation is winding down. Your cup is empty. It's time to think about leaving. But there's still language to learn even in this part.
The ending of a coffee shop visit has its own vocabulary.
Let's start with asking for more, because sometimes one coffee is never enough.
Story of my life.
You might say to the barista, "Could I get a refill on this, please?" Or,
Is there any chance of getting another one of these?
Is there any chance of? That's such a polite, natural way to ask for something. It softens the request and shows you're aware you might be asking for a lot.
Is there any chance of getting a table outside? Is there any chance the kitchen is still open?
Now, paying. In an English-speaking cafe, you usually pay at the counter when you order, but in a sit-down place, you might ask for the bill.
In American English, can we get the check, please?
In British English, could we have the bill, please?
And then, who pays? This is where coffee shop culture gets interesting. There are different social expectations.
Between friends, it's very common to go Dutch, meaning each person pays for their own.
Let's just go Dutch. Or, I'll get this one, you can get the next one, which implies you'll meet again. Nice little social move.
Or someone might say, I've got this one, or let me treat you, which means they're paying for the other person.
Treat is a lovely word here. To treat someone means to pay for them as a gift. I'll treat you to dinner. Let me treat you to coffee.
Now, saying goodbye in a coffee shop, because the goodbye is a whole event in itself.
Oh, the long goodbye. You know what I'm talking about. You stand up to leave, and then you're still talking for another 15 minutes.
Every single time. Let's recreate the goodbye conversation.
Okay, I really should get going. I have a call at 2.
Oh, same. I lost track of time, honestly.
This was so nice, though. We need to do this more often.
Absolutely. Let's not leave it so long next time.
Deal. Oh, and let me know how that conversation with your manager goes. I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. That means a lot. And good luck with the new project. I have a feeling it's going to go really well.
From your lips to God's ears. Okay, bye.
Bye. Take care.
Aw, that's such a warm, real goodbye.
I lost track of time. This is how you say time passed faster than you realized. You weren't paying attention to the clock.
Sorry I'm late. I totally lost track of time. It's a very gentle, honest explanation.
Let's not leave it so long next time. This means let's meet again sooner than we did this time. You're basically promising more frequent contact.
I'm rooting for you. This is a wonderful expression. To root for someone means to support them emotionally, to want them to succeed.
I'm rooting for you in your interview. The whole team is rooting for you. It's warm and encouraging without being over the top.
And of course, take care. Simple, warm, perfect as a farewell.
Before we wrap up, let's do something fun. A rapid-fire run-through of coffee shop vocabulary. Because if you walk into a cafe and don't know what these words mean, you might have a bit of a panic moment.
Let's go. You quiz me, I'll respond.
Okay, what's a shot in coffee?
A small concentrated serving of espresso, usually about 30 milliliters. Very strong, very intense.
Double shot?
2 shots of espresso. You order this when one is not enough and you need to function like a normal human being.
Accurate. Macchiato?
An espresso with just a small amount of milk or foam. The word macchiato actually comes from Italian and means stained because the milk stains the espresso.
Oh, I love that. Language geek moment. Americano?
Espresso diluted with hot water. It has the strength of espresso but the volume of a regular coffee.
Cold brew?
Coffee that's been brewed with cold water over a long period of time, usually 12 to 24 hours. It's smoother and less acidic than regular iced coffee.
Barista?
The person who makes and serves the coffee. It's an Italian word. In English, it's used universally now.
Half and half?
A mixture of milk and cream, usually added to coffee, used mainly in North America. If you ask for half and half in a UK cafe, they might look at you a bit funny.
Cultural differences matter. Decaf?
Coffee with the caffeine removed, for people who love the taste of coffee but don't want or can't have the caffeine.
And for those people, respect. That is real dedication. Loving coffee but drinking decaf is basically loving the concept of rain but only going out with an umbrella.
That is such a string analogy, but I actually understand it completely.
Thank you. I'm very proud of it.
Let's talk about some cultural things English learners should know about coffee shop culture in English-speaking countries, because culture and language are always connected.
So true. You can't fully understand a language without understanding the culture around it.
Tip number 1, tipping. In the United States, it's common and often expected to tip at coffee shops. You'll see a tip jar or a prompt on the screen when you pay with a card.
This can be confusing if you come from a country where tipping isn't a thing. In many countries in Europe and Asia, tipping isn't expected. In the US, it very much is.
Tip number 2, laptop culture. In many English-speaking cities, especially in the US and UK, it's completely normal, actually expected, that people will sit in coffee shops for hours working on laptops.
Most cafes have Wi-Fi and power outlets. Some even market themselves specifically as work-friendly spaces. It's a whole thing.
Tip number 3, the social lubricant quality of coffee. In English-speaking work culture, a lot of networking happens over coffee.
Let's grab a coffee is one of the most common professional invitations.
Let's grab a coffee literally means let's meet for a casual chat. It's rarely just about the coffee.
If someone says, let's grab a coffee, they want to connect, discuss something, or get to know you better.
And tip 4, coffee shop etiquette. There's an unspoken social code. You don't take calls on speakerphone. You don't take up a 4-person table if you're alone during a busy time. You don't linger forever without buying something.
Linger. To linger means to stay somewhere longer than necessary. They lingered over their coffees for hours.
It's a lovely word. It has a slightly slow, dreamy quality to it.
Hey, if you're finding this conversation helpful and your English is feeling a little more natural and a little more confident, do us a small favor.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode.
We put a lot of love into making these conversations feel real. We want you to feel like you're sitting at the table with us, not sitting in a classroom.
And honestly, if you share this with one friend who's learning English, you might just change their relationship with the language. So thank you for that.
Okay, pause for a second. We want you to actually think and practice, not just passively listen, but actively engage.
Here's your first question. Think about this and answer in your head, or better yet, write it in the comments.
What's your ideal coffee shop like? Describe it. Is it cozy and quiet, busy and full of energy? By the sea? In the mountains? What music is playing? What are you drinking?
Try to use some of the expressions we talked about today. I'd scope out a table near. The vibe would be, I'd order.
Second question. Have you ever had a meaningful conversation in a coffee shop or overheard something fascinating from another table?
Tell us in the comments. We genuinely read them. And if you write in English, that's your practice for the day.
And third question. What's your go-to coffee order? Or if you don't drink coffee, what's your go-to cafe drink?
I'll start flat white, oat milk, 1 shot, every single time.
Matcha latte for me. Slightly sweet. No dairy. Judge me if you want.
No judgment here.
Tell us yours in the comments.
All right, let's do a quick recap of the best expressions from today. These are the ones we want you to take away and actually use.
Number 1. Can I get? The most natural way to order something.
Number 2, give it a shot. Try it.
Number 3. Catching up. Reconnecting with someone after time apart.
Number 4, a mixed bag. Something with both good and bad elements.
Number 5. Running on empty. Completely exhausted.
Number 6, turn a corner. Start improving after a difficult time.
Number 7. The big picture. The overall view, not the small details.
Number 8, in the weeds. Lost in too much detail.
Number 9. Bend over backwards. Try extremely hard for someone.
Number 10, drop the ball. Fail to do what was expected.
Number 11. I'm rooting for you. I support you and want you to succeed.
Number 12, let's not leave it so long. Let's meet again sooner next time.
12 expressions, and every single one of them came out of natural conversation, not a grammar book.
That's the point. Real English lives in real conversations.
So, what have we learned today?
That the coffee shop is one of the richest places to study English. It's a classroom without walls.
People are being honest, funny, professional, emotional. They're using the full range of human language.
And now you have the vocabulary to understand it, to participate in it, to feel at home in it.
Next time you walk into a coffee shop, whether it's tomorrow morning or next week, we want you to listen differently. Pick up on the expressions. Notice the way people soften requests, express emotions, catch up with friends.
And if you feel brave, try starting a small conversation. Ask the barista how their day is going. Compliment someone's drink choice. Say, don't even worry about it when someone bumps into you.
Little moments, big language growth.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then,
Keep listening, keep practicing.
and keep the conversation going.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.